So, if you watched the first presidential debate the other night, you would know that there was a lot of talk about the economy and how that's impacting average Americans. And we have the same thing. I'm a Canadian. We have the same kind of conversations up here because we're probably heading towards an election as well. But what you'll notice is one side's talking about quite often how good it is, and then the other side's talking about how bad it is. For example, you'll see a headline like this from CNN, and then you might go over to Fox and you'll see something like this. And the issue with this is that people don't actually know what to believe. Is the economy great? Is it bad? I don't know. I'm not an economist. So I tried to use Python to come to an objective answer of how the economy is actually doing. So I started looking around for APIs that I could get economic data for basically every country in the world so that I could rank different indicators such as GDP, GNI, inflation, maybe some equality indicators like Gini coefficient, stuff like that, so that I could rank them together and I could come to kind of an objective viewpoint for how my Canadian economy sizes up against the world as well as the United States. And I first found this World Bank API as well as this IMF API, and these were both extremely helpful and had a ton of indicators for a ton of different countries. I also found that there's this pip package that makes working with the World Bank API extremely simple. Because of this, I decided to build it with Python, and I came up with this cool little CLI application that I'll show you now. So I built a small little application that would just run in the command line using Python, and what it would do is it would reach out to the World Bank API and the IMF API, and it would get various economic indicators, and it would then rank each country that it is available for. So as you see here, this is gross domestic product, and you can see the US is in first, and then China's in second, Germany in third, etc. And this goes all the way down for, I believe it's 169 countries covered. Yep. And then the exact same thing for inflation, but lowest first. So this country is called Seychelles. I believe I'm saying that properly. It's off the east coast of Africa, and they apparently have the lowest inflation, followed by many, many others all the way down. And this is all nice, but this only really works for developers. So what I decided to do is turn this into a full-blown application. So I taught myself how to use Flask again because I haven't used it for a few years, and I got to work. So a cheap domain purchase, as well as probably about 20 hours of work. This is what I came up with. I called it World Economies. You can find it on worldeconomies.info. And what it does is it ranks 169 different countries on multiple different economic metrics. On the homepage, you can find highest GDP, lowest inflation, and Gini coefficient. But if you click on United States, for example, you can find a lot more information. So you can find GDP, GDP per capita, annual growth, gross national income per capita, different inflation, equality metrics, as well as unemployment and international trade. So I hope that this platform can help people better understand their own economy instead of just listening to politicians, because most people don't have any economic know-how. For me, for example, I only have a undergraduate level of economic knowledge, so I'm not a pro by any means, and that's what I hope this platform can do. So if you like it, go check it out. That would mean a lot to me. Or go check it out on GitHub too. I'm going to make this open source. Feel free to submit a pull request if you think of anything, and leave a comment down below of what you think of this. If you think it's something cool, if you think it's something completely useless. Yeah, but that's all for now. If you think this was kind of cool, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And yeah, thanks. Have a great day.